Now, the credibility of the electoral process is determined to a large degree by the capacity of the state to effectively resolve electoral disputes. The Supreme Court, we're told, has reversed the sack of Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf. Justice John Okoro, who read the lead judgment, said the appeal court was wrong in affirming the decision of the tribunal, which held that Governor Yusuf did not win the majority of the lawful votes cast in the state governorship election of March 18, 2023. Sometimes you make the right decision, and sometimes you make the decision right. But first, let's share a story with you. Watch this. Let's go.
This was a situation on the street of Kano immediately after the Supreme Court judgment in Abuja. Earlier, Justice John Okoro, who read the lead judgment, said the Court of Appeal was wrong in affirming the decision of the tribunal, which held that Mr. Yusuf did not win the majority of the lawful votes cast in the governorship election on the 18th of March 2023. In the judgment, Justice Okoro held that the tribunal was wrong in deducting 165,616 votes accrued to Mr. Yusuf in the election on the grounds that the ballot papers were not signed and stamped by officials of INEC. Also, the Supreme Court affirmed Babajide Sanwo-Olu's election as governor of Lagos State. The court dismissed the appeal of Gbadebo Road's rival of the Labour Party against the election of Governor Sanwo-Olu. The Apex Court also affirmed the judgment of the Court of Appeal Lagos, dismissing the appeal for lacking in merit. Shortly after the judgment, this is what the former governor of Lagos State had to say.
When you have concurrent findings at the trial and appellate court, it's a rarity for the Supreme Court to depart from those conclusions. So, congratulations to our governor, congratulations to our party and to our government. And so there will be no more distractions to governance now running at full pace.
Bala Muhammad of the People's Democratic Party has been affirmed as the governor of Bauchi State. The Apex Court affirmed the decision of the Court of Appeal and dismissed the appeal by Sadiq Abubakar of the All Progressives Congress for lacking in merit. The election of Francis Nwufuru of the All Progressives Congress as governor of Ebonyi State has been affirmed by the Supreme Court. The Apex Court affirmed the decision of the Court of Appeal Lagos, dismissing the appeal of Chukwuba Odi of the People's Democratic Party for lacking in merit.
And thank my legal team and the All Progressive Congress and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Especially, let me thank the courts.
On the appeal by the governor of Plateau State, the Supreme Court reversed the sack of Caleb Mutfwang, affirming him as governor. Just few minutes after the judgment, the street of Jos became lively again as residents jubilated freely, awaiting the return of the governor from Abuja. But this is what the governor said shortly after the judgment.
I want to thank their lordships who have today restored confidence in the judiciary. Their lordships have demonstrated courage, and they have raised the hope of the ordinary man in Nigeria that justice is still available in Nigeria.
The Supreme Court also affirmed the election of Dauda Lawal of the People's Democratic Party as Zamfara governor. The Apex Court set aside the decision of the Court of Appeal Abuja, which declared the governorship election in Zamfara State as inconclusive and ordered a rerun in 3 local government areas of the state.
Zamfara people are happy and we're grateful. We will now go back, settle down, and do the needful in terms of governance.
With the judgment delivered today, it is believed that the governors will now focus on development and delivering good leadership in their respective states.
All right. Kule, yesterday, Akwa Ibom had its day. So, but when you watch stories like this, you are, don't you think we are a long, long way from home? What I mean is allowing the courts to determine who wins an election rather than allowing the ballot box be the chief judge.
Well, you're right, because, remember the other discussion we had? We've taken politics to another level, no longer service. It's now investment. And our kind of politicians are a rare breed. I've never seen any country anywhere in the world where politicians behave as our own people behave in Nigeria. Every politician is a bad loser. They don't want to lose because the investment, what they put in is so much that. So if it's about service, why is every, loser going to the court? And to me, look at the case in Kano. You saw what happened. The court, you remove votes, there wasn't a member of the party. Things that...
Mundane?
Ordinarily mundane.
Yeah.
That the NNPP, or what's the party of that party called, convincingly won in that state. So every other thing is just hearsay. But the INEC didn't stamp, and I'm happy the Supreme Court said, what you are saying is neither here nor there. Those votes were part of the votes. So why you remove? So we have got to a position now that I've been in like 3, conferences and workshops lately.
Yeah. Where
you see some of the most credible, lawyers, intellectuals coming out to question that, have we now losing everything? That if we get to a stage that the Supreme Court, we have to be the one to choose who governs, maybe at federal, local, or any level.
Is that what somebody meant by judicialization of our
electoral process? That it is sad that we got to this level. If the Kano State governor had been removed, it would have been the biggest embarrassment to the judiciary, because you will see what people will say. Already people are already complaining about our judicial system. So, but now you can see it's very sweet to win. Confidence has been restored. Confidence has been restored.
So you are saying if it lost?
I don't know. Maybe you see from state to state, all of them, our people are happy. Confidence has been restored.
Yeah.
But it's so sad I've got to this stage. Look at what the court, after election, even before the election, what the court, the judiciary does, overflooded with electoral cases. So most of the times, cases that should end at the low level, we must get to the Supreme Court. We are the only people that do this.
Yusuf, would you believe me if I told you that cases dating back to 2012 are still before the Supreme Court?
Because you want to kill the judges? They have too much on their table. Because of, I don't want to lose attitude of our politicians.
Yeah. So what, don't you think it is out of sync to realize that in the 21st century Nigeria, politicians are behaving badly? After Zebediah would say, I have seen 99, who will be 100. We have seen 99.
Well, it depends on what you mean by badly, because every politician, before they go into any contest, believes that they must win. Then no politician goes into a contest without, saying he's going to lose. Because all the things they will be getting, my supporters will tell them, okay, you will win. His Excellency, just like we said earlier, you just bought form and somebody is calling you His Excellency. So that one will enter your head. You go to church, you were sitting behind before, they will give you seat in front. You understand? So there's no how that you, as a politician, will not think that you will win the election. And that is why they will always carry cases that the people have already decided at the ballot, during the election. And they will say they want to go to the Supreme Court. And they will be praying. Their pastors, the imam will tell them that they will still win, even at the Supreme Court. So I think we have to come to a point whereby politicians must also realize that they are causing problems for us, or causing the judiciary a lot of problems. When once you lose during the election, then there's no point. I know that the courts are always open.
Yeah.
For anybody to go there and say, okay, I've lost and I need justice.
All right.
But we must not get to the point whereby the Supreme Court or the judiciary would always decide who becomes governor.
Yusuf, can you do this in 30 seconds? Don't you think this country needs healing? And to that effect, don't you think a Truth and Reconciliation Commission should be established to heal the country?
Because of what?
As they did in South Africa.
No.
Heal.
Okay.
Heal has what? Wait, this is just a...
Don't you think this country needs healing?
Healing. What you need is good governance.
That's all.
Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are hungry.
Hungry?
They are not sick. Yes. Nigerians are hungry. They are hungry. Good governance. You get me? So when there's... Nigerians don't depend on government to do their life. They work. Nigerians are not lazy people. So when everything is all right, Nigerians will make money, they live like...
Okay.
When the economy is totally bad,
all right, I
need to do something
hear we
about
must
that.
go. I hear we must go, so, but thank you. Let me report that Jide is unavoidably absent. He should be back in the coming week. That's it on the program today and for this week. You have the opportunity of watching a repeat broadcast of this episode at 11 later tonight. On Sunday, we'll expand it to 2 hours for you from 1:30. We are also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. On behalf of Adekunle Yusuf,
thank you.
Asukwa James,
Thank you.
I am Citizen Jones Hussein, saying bye-bye now.